Well, good morning folks, and welcome to another video. This is a review of the Kiev scenery, which can be obtained from Orbix or from the Microsoft Marketplace. It's created by a developer called Pyreeg Development Company. Not sure where they're from, but they do have a Twitter and a Facebook page, I believe. I hope you enjoyed that little run through to begin with. Have a look there. Looks beautiful airport in winter and in summer. I've personal experience of this airport, been here many times. I have friends in Ukraine and I must have flown into Kiev, Boryspil International, 25 times or so, and then flown on to Kharkov where I've got some friends. So I know this airport well. So we'll have a quick look round from the air and I'll give you some information about it and give you my thoughts on the airport. So let's just get into the air. We're on runway 18 left. Boryspil has two long runways. 18 left, which we're on now, 36 right is the main one in use. 36 left, 18 right on the other side is used mostly by the military, but is sometimes used during the night time. Boryspil operates 24 hours and also operates really well during the winter. They often get 8 foot of snow around here, and the airport works just as if it never appeared. It always amazes me. So here we go, let's get in the air. So airspeed's alive. Trying to keep in the centre of the runway, not doing a very good job, but we're getting there. This is better. Go. So there's the main terminal, Terminal D. Boryspil has two terminals, Terminal D and F. Has a cargo terminal which is over here, and also VIP terminal. For those of you who are interested, Kiev is a really nice part of the world actually, and very cheap, great place to go and have a fun weekend. So there's the airport layout. As you see, we've just had 18 left. There's 18 right. This is Terminal D, the main terminal in use. You've got cargo terminal over here, Terminal F, and the fuel station. This is typical of the countryside. We're in summer. It's around midday, late morning, and I see this every time we come in to Kiev. Often they use runway 36 approaches. So we'll get up to sort of 1800 feet sort of thing. Actually no, we'll stay at 1500 feet. Okay, 1500 feet, we're turning back towards the airport. Got the autopilot on so I can talk to you. Let's run through a few bits and pieces. So, Boryspil International Airport is the main airport in Kiev. Kiev's the capital of Ukraine. The airport lies 18 miles or 29 kilometers east of Kiev. Largest airport, carries 65% of the passenger traffic for Ukraine. It's one of two airports, the other airport being Zuliani, which is smaller. Uniform kilo. They're both pretty much in competition with each other, but Boryspil is the main one. July 1959 was the first scheduled air traffic, and the routes were basically Moscow, Kiev, Moscow, Leningrad, Kiev, Leningrad. 1965 has a new passenger terminal built, and in 1980s you had the first international and intercontinental flights, for which they put together customs and border controls and lots of other passenger facilities. And at that point Soviet citizens were not permitted to fly abroad from Kiev. They wanted to fly internationally and had to depart from Moscow. 1993, the newly independent Ukraine, Boryspil became a state international airport and open to intercontinental passenger flights and became a hub for many airlines, including the national airline Ukraine International. 2001, one of them, they had a new runway built, so they have these two runways. And at the time they carried 1.5 million passengers, and the main runway 36 right 18 left became category 3A certified ILS. 2012 the new Terminal D was completed at a cost of $208 million US, and that's the one I fly into quite a lot. In fact, it's pretty much completely used. We've got two other main terminals. Terminal F is the other one. There's a cargo terminal and there's a VIP terminal. And in 2019, Boryspil handled over 15 million passengers. So a huge airport. So this airport, you can get it from the Microsoft Marketplace, or you can get it from Orbix. Cost us around £13 UK, about $18.50 US, or about €15.20. Download size, I'll put these figures up. It downloads 825.5 meg, and it installs to a size of 1.73 gigabytes. So my impressions, it's lovely. It's obviously this simulator is great anyway. When you get developers looking to enhance an airport in such a way as they have in the beautiful countryside, it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So my impressions, as I said, it's a lovely airport. I've been here many times. It's very close to the real airport. It's not exact, they are missing a few things. One of the notable things they're missing are the old Russian jets. There's a whole line of them parked up up here, just north of the just east of the main runway. Would have been a nice touch to see them. But the passenger terminals look good. The colouring, particularly the colouring of the glass on the main Terminal D, and the stairways inside there, gateways, they look very accurate. The night lighting is lovely. I haven't really done any international flying in Flight Simulator in 2020 yet. I've been using the Cessna and exploring everything GA, VFR. Now we've got the A320 mod fly-by-wire up to a really decent system. I'm actually going to give it a go. I'm going to fly from Kharkov into Kiev, Boryspil, which is an hour away. It's just an hour flight, and see how it is. So that's Terminal D, the main terminal. International flights basically pull up to the gates here mostly. Domestic flights usually park here. I've parked here many times. Or sometimes they throw us down here. You usually see a lot of Embraers parked here. Ukraine International has probably one of the biggest fleets of 737-800s I've ever seen. There are just hundreds of them all over the airport whenever you fly in there. And 500s and 400s. They've got a couple of 777s which they use on the New York route. They've got a 767 that they fly down to Bangkok with. And they've got a number of Embraer 170 or 195s, and I've flown into Gatwick and out of Gatwick many times on both aircraft. Very nice. So if you want something a little different, something that's accurate as well, yep, this is the scenery. This is the one to do. So I shall circle back round here, lose some height, and we'll come into 36 right, which is the one we're looking at to the left window now. As I said, the night lighting is beautiful. Very nice here. And we can come in and have a little look. See what you think. But yeah, in my opinion, the airport has everything. It's a really nice piece of work. Very pleased with it. Glad I bought it, because in P3D I fly for Ukraine International Airlines, or basically Virtual Airlines in Ukraine is one of the virtual airlines I fly for. And so when eventually I sort of transit through to Flight Simulator 2020, I get a lot of use out of this. I haven't bought many international airports yet for the new simulator, as I say, mainly because I haven't really toyed with airliners of any sort yet. So lined up on 36 right now, which is the other end of the runway we took off from. I'm going to land a bit long so we can turn off and come up towards Terminal D. You can have a look at the ground textures, lighting, which actually you have done anyway in the beginning of the video. But as I said, I quite like this. I think the only issue I discovered there, I mean, I'll have to have a look, in that first bit of film we had real weather. Winter, snow on the ground, and you can't see a lot of the ground lighting or markings, so you might have fun trying to taxi for a departure or after a landing. In the real world they clear all the snow and you can see the markings easily. But nonetheless, yeah, I like it. It looks very nice and it's really close. So we'll exit the runway a little further up and we'll taxi onto the ramp at Terminal B, Terminal D rather, the main terminal, and you can have a look. And if you look from here now, you can see the beautiful night lighting colouring the blue on the windows, which is exactly how it looks in the real airport. Like I said, been here many times. Very nice, very nice. We'll come off at the next intersection. So very nice, really nice representation of the terminal. Obviously there are a couple of aircraft here that you really wouldn't expect to see at Terminal D. Ground markings are accurate and correct. That is where that aircraft is there. That's stand number 1. That's usually where the 777 parks. But there you can see, really, really nice. We'll pull up to one of the gates. So there we are. Now if you look there, you can see the inside of the terminal is modelled. I think you've seen some of that in the intro video. And these stairwells inside glass, very often passengers come down through these gates monitored by airline staff, and we come out this way and get onto the aircraft from stairs. Sometimes they dock the jetways. There are a number of reasons, I don't really know why, but lighting is lovely, gates are good, detail is excellent, lots of PBR texturing, looks fine. So that's Kiev. As I said, beautiful airport, looks great, lots of very nice touches. It's very close to the real thing. I've lots of happy memories going in and out of this airport. If you ever go into Boryspil and you're in the international Terminal D here, well, it's not sort of international, it's the main terminal. It's on 3 levels. Arrivals on the bottom level, domestic departures on the middle level, international departures on the top level. If you go up to the top level, there's a restaurant called the Elephant. They do the best burgers in Kiev. Absolutely brilliant. You've got to have an elephant burger. So I hope you like this quick video. I tried to show you a bit of what it looks like at various times of the day and seasons. Yet another great international airport addition to the new flight simulator. Can't wait for the modern airliners to come along and the helicopters, so we can start exploring this place and using the airports like this in real time. But it's been a lovely job done. Hats off to the developers, and a very reasonable price, 13 quid UK. Can't grumble at all. Really pleased. So thanks for joining me. If you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. I try to get one up every Sunday, at least one, sometimes a few more. I do review videos in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, just like this one. Now I do adventure flights in Flight Sim 2020 as well. I also do reviews on adventure flights in P3D, currently version 4.5. And you get to see some of the flights that I go on and some of the landings I do and some of the places I fly into. And we get to look at some of the different scenery and bits and pieces that are being on offer, both freeware and payware. I also have a website, virtualairlinepilot.org. I try to keep it up to date. It's still a work in progress, got lots to do, and I'm still learning to edit videos and improve the site and do things. But you can visit it, go to the About Me page, and you'll find out a bit more about me. I do this for fun. I'm retired after nearly 40 years in aviation security at both Heathrow and Gatwick. I'm not a real world pilot, although I've got, oh God, something approaching 16,000 hours flying flight simulator since 1989 in its various guises. I was a tester, 747 beta tester for Microsoft UK many years ago. So I've got quite a long history in flight simulator, although I never actually held a real pilot's license. Still have a handful of friends in the aviation community, pilot friends, even since I retired. And thanks to them for the help and support they've given me over bits and pieces when I've asked them. And yeah, go ahead and enjoy it. Highly recommend it. So it's Lee saying bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.